the moment, especially Adam McDermott and Ben O'Carroll. I see Lee Pearson is picking up Ben O'Carroll at the moment, and I think it's Tom Hyland who is on Adam McDermott. The ball is in, and away we go for the second half. Morgan Tynan, first man to break away for Offaly. Lovely long ball down in towards that full forward. Will he take the mark? He does indeed. Aaron Keelan, great ball by Tynan, straight into the hands of Aaron Keelan. He's got two already. This time he's 22 metres out in front of the post. It should be a score for Off. He kicks it high. The umpires have a decision, and the white flag is raised. Great start to the second half, and that man it is who is Aaron Keelan puts that ball over the bar, and Offaly move on to 8 and Roscommon on 5 as Roscommon go with a quick short kick out by the keeper. This time the referee is stop and play. He's going to have a word with both midfielders. I'd say at half time Ger Rafferty and Declan Kelly told their midfielders, both Edward Cullen and Morgan Tynan, to get into the game because they were just being outmatched, muscled at times in that second half or in the first half. So Roscommon goes short. Quick kick out again towards the man who has it for Roscommon. Offaly tried to turn it over, but he's taken too many steps. That's great work by the Offaly team, and they've won that free on their own 45. Will they go quick? Morgan Tynan looking to go quick, but he's going to leave it on the ground, and a chance now for Offaly to try and go 4 points in front in the second half as Morgan Tynan. The two lads are a little bit laid back, lad. They have soup and sandwiches, both Laz and John. That's the joys of this press box, as that ball has gone to the right hand side from Rory Egan and wide. And John, are you okay now? You and Laz, you're full up.
Yeah, we're recharged and a bit of an energy boost, alright. Rory Egan just there talking a lot about energy. His marker dropped ahead for a second and Rory was off like a shot up the wing.
So 8 points for Offaly, 5 points for Roscommon. Ball out towards the middle of the field. Midfielder who has it. Good tackling there. Is it illegally so, says the referee? It is. From then probably Edward Cullen is foul or not. He mightn't get a yellow card shortly, but that midfielder is Keith Dye, gives it outside and Offaly going through again. This is the full back who is Roscommon, I should say, Colin Welch. But Colin Welch tries to give it outside this side of the field. Roscommon still have the ball, but Offaly gone back, tackling the numbers again. Good work there by Cathal Donoghue, and Offaly have turned over this ball once again. Fabulous tackling by Offaly. Gives it down towards Morgan Tynan. Tygan is hit in the head, but play on, says the referee. Their Offaly supporters not too happy, but I don't think there was much in it myself, as the Roscommon players have the ball. Wing forward Robbie Dolan. Dolan gives it out to Craig. Craig has a chance and a great score from the wing forward, who is Craig. The Offaly supporters are not too happy with that decision, but I didn't see too much in it.
No, there wasn't a lot in it, and it was a sort of a bad turnover because Offaly was after executing a great turnover themselves, and that's just closing the gap to 2 points again now.
So 8 points for Offaly, 6 points for Roscommon. That man Dara Craig from the Bile to Offaly's left that time, close to nearly 40 metres out, has split the post here as Sean O'Toole will try and get his kick out away to an Offaly man out towards the far side. Cullen goes up, hands it down, but Roscommon have it again. Lovely ball in towards the wing back, who is Patrick Gavin, tries to go through. 2 Offaly men come to him, but I think he looked for that free there. Oisín Keenan Martin is the man who is deemed to have fouled him. The Roscommon man was going through at pace, free in for Roscommon, right about 35 metres out, and a chance to narrow the gap to 1 point. And Roscommon have, after Offaly's quick start in the second half, Roscommon have come back into it, and a chance here now for Dara Craig to get his 4th score of the game. He's got 3 already. He's got them on his left, he's got them on his right. He's going on his right this time, 35 metres out, probably 15-20 metres in from the Cusick stand side here in Croke Park, and a chance for Craig to put one between them. Up it comes, it's high, it looks good, and it's over the bar, and we're down to a 1 point game.
Yeah, Roscommon coming into it here now at the start of the second half. I see Keith O'Neill down there doing a fairly intensive warm-up. I wonder will he be introduced very shortly.
So will they bring Aaron Keelan out to field, even though he scored 3 points inside? Probably Cormac Egan needs to get on the ball now as both sets of supporters get behind their team. Morgan Tynan going for this kick out. He's just been held by the Offaly or the Roscommon man, but this time tries to get on. Good work there by Tynan. He's surely fouled. He is, the referee takes the free quick, but the referee makes him bring it back. He said he heard a whistle and Rory Egan was gone in his outside, but Offaly have their free back in their own half back line. Morgan Tynan will look to try and take it quick. He's looking for options. Cathal Flynn will be one. Lovely ball down towards Cathal Flynn, doing a lot of work. Gives it this time towards Lee Pearson. Pearson is being tackled by 2 Roscommon men. Tries to break away. The Roscommon men getting it very hard to get away, and Pearson gives away that ball a little bit lackadaisy. Roscommon not letting Pearson go through like he did against Cork. Long ball down. Tom Hyland goes up. Race on here now with Tom Hyland. Does well. Put the Roscommon man near nearly had it, pulls the trigger, but it's off the line by that man again who is Oisin Keenan Martin, out towards John Furlong, towards Cullen, and Offaly have it in the back line. Aaron Brazil I should say, slips it down towards Carl Flynn. Flynn has it, going to take on his man down this side of the field. Still Flynn, being tackled there by Jack Lohan. Good work by Flynn, still has the ball. Great work, gives it outside over towards Cormac Egan. Egan has it now, tries to take on his man down the inside. He'll have to come back towards Aaron Keelan. Going to kick on his right. If it's dangerous ball in, but it's going. Can Jack Bryan keep it in play? He can, as he pushing it back. Man, and he's outside if he can see him. And he's going to cut in. Still Jack Bryan, 2 men on him. Is he fouled? He surely is. Shots, and it's over the bar, but I think the referee is going to give the free. Good play there from Jack Bryan to keep that ball in play, and a chance now for Offaly to go back 2 points in front once again.
Yeah, and Cathal Flynn again very instrumental in that, carrying the ball up the field. And great, Brian, you were saying just before the break we'd like to see Cormac Egan coming into the game more. And in fairness to him, he made a brilliant run that time, took the ball in and shot in, and Jack Bryan done very well to keep it from going wide, and has now tipped that one over the bar. The beauty of this team, Brian, is even when we're not going that well, the scoreboard's ticking.
Yeah, Morgan Tynan takes that free off his left, and Offaly go back 2 points in front once again. That's point number 3 for the Ballinagar man, as Offaly move on to 7 Roscommon, or Offaly and 9 Roscommon and 7. Quick kick out again, game getting exciting once again here in the start of the second half. There's a tackle there for 2 illegally, says the referee, and a free from Roscommon right in the halfway line, quickly taken by Lohan sprays it down that far side of the field. 2 Offaly men onto the Roscommon man. The Roscommon man slips out over the line ball for Offaly. Need to take it quick while the man is down, gives it across towards Sean O'Toole. Tom Hyland leaves it to Sean O'Toole, gives it out towards Edward Cullen. 2 points between the sides, 9 for Offaly, 7 for Roscommon. Both these teams starved. 33 years since Offaly won it, 43 for Roscommon. There's a very poor ball, I think, was it by Edward Cullen, out over the line ball, and Declan Kelly's not too happy. This time the line ball will be taken quickly by Roscommon. The 6.5 minutes gone in the second half. 9 points for Offaly, 7 points for Roscommon, and here come the Roscommon men once again. Patrick Gavin, he's been on the world of ball all day today for the Roscommon men. Sees a man and he's outside the centre half back, Thomas Green. Haven't seen much of Thomas Green so far. Aaron Keelan tries to go back, gives it to his midfielder who's Keith Dial. Dial is looking for options inside him. One of them is the wing forward. Offaly tries to get back in numbers. Here's the full forward, Ben O'Carr. Aaron Brazil gets on his boot, gets a block, downs the ball in. Oh, there's a great take there by Oisin Keenan Martin. What a take by the Tullamore club man, and away come Offaly once again. Man, and he's inside, but Oisin Keenan Martin does see him. The Roscommon man gets a hand to it. Offaly still have it. Rory Egan, is he fouled? No, says the referee. Good play by Egan, gives it back towards Keenan Martin. Offaly living dangerous over in that edge. Cullen opens up the play this time with a good ball in towards Aaron Brazil. Offaly trying to come through again. Here comes Brazil, gives it back towards that man who's doing all sorts of things for Offaly out there today. It's called Flynn. Still Flynn. Jinx and jives inside. Lovely ball in now towards Keelan. Keelan will take on his man. He's space. He's Cormac Egan. He's outside. Still Keelan. Man, and he's outside if you can see him. The far side is Rory Egan. He didn't see him. Rory Egan is still over there. And Roscommon have turned over the ball. And that's poor play by Offaly, because Offaly had a man and he's outside. Here comes Roscommon, back out towards Craig. Craig, the dangerous man again. He's going to land it in, but John O'Toole lets it out to the right hand side. That was a great chance for Offaly if you could see Rory Egan.
Yeah, look, in fairness to Aaron Keelan, I think he did spot him, but the Roscommon men closed in and turned him over, broke away, and then Roscommon went to shot off down the far end, but dragged it away. A poor attempt in the end, and Offaly a bit of a let off there, I thought.
So 9 points for Offaly, 7 points for Roscommon. 8.5 minutes gone in this second half. We're down to the last 22 minutes of this All-Ireland final, as Sean O'Toole will try and find Donoghue. Donoghue has it. The Roscommon man is all over him, but Donoghue wins the ball, more importantly. Gives it towards John Furlong. This man is playing an exceptional game today. Furlong from Tullamore. His grandfather was the great Martin. Lovely long ball in there. Dangerous. Can Jack Bryan get a hand on it? He does. But he out to the left-hand side and gone wide. And Offaly just at the last, inside the 45-metre line, were not as effective as we were in other days.
No, I think it was a little bit of a rush of blood to the head from young Furlong. He probably should have put it through the hands. But I see a lot of activity down with Johnny Rafferty and the boys below, and don't be surprised if we see a sub coming on for Offaly shortly.
Yeah, and a Roscommon man down injured at the moment is the Connacht Player of the Year and under 20 James Fitzpatrick. Haven't seen much of him. It's really Craig and McDermott and O'Carroll, as they're indicating to the sideline it could be a blood substitution. It is referee Sean Hurson indicating a blood substitution will be required for Roscommon. It's James Fitzpatrick who was in that last incident there. Just could be a little knock on the head. We'll have a look now and tell you in a moment. And as we said, Keith O'Neill warming up down under us. Definitely he probably will be the first sub institute for the Offaly man, as Roscommon go to bring in a substitute. The substitute will be number 22, who will be Charlie Carty from the Oran Club, and also Sean Trundle down there from the St. Bridget's Club, but it's number 22 who'll come on as a blood sub, Charlie Carty, and he'll come in. So 10 minutes gone in the second half in this All-Ireland final. It's stalemate here, you could say, but Offaly still have their nose in front. 9 points for Offaly, 7 points for Roscommon, as Conor Carr places this. As we said, we didn't see much of Thomas Green. This time he's gone off the pitch, and on in his place is Sean Trundle from St. Bridget's. So the team's starting to have a look at their bench. Liam Tully gives that man a hug as he goes off. 10.5 minutes gone as Roscommon will go short with the kick out to the midfielder, who's Rory Fallon. Drop deep early stages. He's gone out a lot more into the field as the game has progressed. Race on here between Aaron Brazel and Robbie Dolan. Dolan has it again, gives it back to his midfielder. Offaly trying to put pressure on Roscommon back in their half back line. Roscommon still have the ball. Gavin switches to play the far side of the field out towards Conor Lohan. Lohan has another Lohan on the half back line. Jack, his brother, gives it to him, and Roscommon have it the far side of the pitch. Ball inside, and here come Roscommon on the half forward line. The sub who's on, who is Sean Trundle, gives it inside. Roscommon trying to get to the scoring zone, but it's going to land short, I think. And again, Sean O'Toole, how many times have we seen that man taking the ball off the crossbar this year for Offaly? Gives it out toward Oisin Keenan Martin. Aaron Keelan is on his outside if you can see him. Gives it towards Keelan, goes for a return. Cormac Egan is on his outside if you can see him. Good work by Egan, holds on to the ball. He's caught high by the Roscommon man. Can he take it free quick? He can indeed, down toward Oisin Keenan Martin. Cullen is going on the inside. Ball in towards Jack Bryant. He'll need a bit of support. Turns back and he's right. Gives it towards Cormac Egan. Egan is going through. A chance of a score for Offaly. Kick by Cormac Egan, and it's high and it's over the bar. What a fantastic score by that man. We were saying we needed that man, and he's come alive in the second half.
Oh yeah, brilliant score. Brilliantly worked move from Offaly, right from the corner back position up along. They're absolutely doing brilliant. I just noticed that Cathal Donoghue's after coming into the game big time round the middle of the field, and Roscommon have taken off their centre back and put on a new man on it.
11 minutes gone in the second half. Offaly are gone 3 in front. Here comes Aaron Brazel, the Shannon Bridge Club man, who fire rings again around the stadium in Croke Park. Here comes Cullen. He's looking for options. He's going to deliver a long ball now and again. That's a great ball now towards Bright. Bright has it again. Back on his favourite right. Man and he's inside. But this time he kicks with his left, and it's over the bar. What a great score by Bright. Right or left, no problem.
Top quality play. Great run out. Grabbing it with the two hands, shaped up as if he was going to kick it with the right, and a dummy hopping straight over the bar with the left. Top class.
Unbelievable score from Brian. And we said some of the players, as I said before half time, they just weren't in the game. If they could roar into the game, Offaly would try and kick on. They're 4 in front. 11 points for Offaly, 7 points for Roscommon. We've played 12.5 minutes of the second half here, 4 between them again. One would wonder that another score or two would be crucial, as ball out to the far side of the field. Roscommon on the attack. Offaly back, defending the numbers again. Great tackling again by Furlong. He's some man to tackle, and he's won the ball again. Unbelievable work from Furlong. Gives it towards Fionn Dempsey, who is Flynn. Flynn switches the play now towards Pearson. We need Pearson going on the outside. It's Tynan. He's going to go along if he gets it right. Roscommon man. It's 1-on-1 inside. He's going to give it towards Bright. Can Bright get it inside? Oh, the Roscommon man does remarkably well, Colin Welch. If he didn't control that ball, Roscommon would have been probably out of this under-20 championship. But again, Keelan has done well. Oh, he gives it too quick. Can Donoghue win the race? He does win the race. Great work by Donoghue. Jack Bryant needs to go on his outside. Can he fist it over the bar? He can indeed. What a score from the captain, Paul Donoghue. That's a fantastic score.
I tell you one thing, this Donoghue is playing some captain's role here today. That's 2 brilliant points for him, and he's also the go-to man for a kick-out. He's having the game of his life.
That's his second score of the game. Offaly are gone back 5 points in front once again, and they've kicked on in the second half. Roscommon are under all sorts of pressure out there. John Furlong pinning his man out again. He's just some tackler of that ball, has he? And he's so disciplined in the tackle. Offaly are on 12, Roscommon are on 7. We've nearly 14.5 minutes of the second half. Can Offaly get to the war break with a 4 or 5 point lead? Here comes Roscommon again. This is their sub, Charlie Carty. Carty gives it towards the wing back, who is Jack Lohan. Lohan tries to turn it, and again Offaly have won the ball again. What tackling there by that man, Fionn Dempsey. Don't know who gives it to Egan. If Egan got by his man, he'll have the pace. Egan's going to take him on the run down this side of the field. He's still going. Still Egan. Man, and he's outside his killing. Still Egan. Go through. Shot. Great save out towards Keelan. Oh, they should have put it over the bar. Can Keelan make it count? Up he comes, and it's over the bar. Offaly are absolutely rampant in the last 3 minutes, John Reynolds.
Brilliant attacking play. Great speed and power from Cormac Egan there. Unlucky with a goal chance. Came back, but Aaron Keelan was there to grab his 4 point of the game. Nicely took score.
Keelan moves on to 4 on the scoreboard. Offaly moved to 13. They're 6 in front. 15 minutes gone in the second half here. Headquarters, Croke Park. All-Ireland football final under 20. Offaly 6 in front. Another great tackle by Flynn. Won the ball. Roscommon are shell-shocked in the last 5 minutes. Out towards O'Carroll. O'Carroll kicks if this goes over, but it's going to the right-hand side and gone wide. Last Malloy, we've seen purple patches in my time, but the last 5 minutes has been serious.
Yeah, and look at, you know something, boys? Maybe we were a bit unfair to them the first half. Is there a win factor? Offaly is playing, so they're playing like the old Offaly in the second half. Just 3 men upside, and they're well able to beat their own men. The quality of the ball being shredded into them is brilliant. And young Cormac Egan is after coming rip-roaring back into the game.
Off here after
Water break about to take place at Croke Park. Just a chance to give you a half-time score on the Laois Shopping Centre Senior Football Final for 2010. Portarlington have been in the ascendancy for the second half of that first half, and they will defend a 7-point lead in the second 30 minutes. Portarlington 10 points, Graiguecullen 3. We'll be back over for that game for second half commentary from Chris and Jack once we finish up at Croke Park. We're Offaly are looking good with 15 minutes to go to be crowned All-Ireland champions. Westmeath lead against Kildare by 2 goals and 3 points to 6 points in the All-Ireland Ladies Football Intermediate semi-finals. The second Westmeath goal coming from the boot of Lucy McCartan, and Mo Nerney has put in a goal for Laois to get them back into the game against Wexford. It is currently Wexford 1-7. It is Laois 2 goals and 2 points. Back over to Mags McAvoy after the football finishes in Croke Park, with thanks now to Carl's of Tullamore, who are the sponsors of Offaly GA since 1991. They've been makers of delicious and convenient food for over 40 years. Let's go back over for the end of the game in Croke Park and rejoin Laz Malloy, John Reynolds, and first of all, Brian Gavin.
There, one from Fionn Dempsey, one from Jack Bryant as well up the far end, but John Furlong has got his hand in twice, and any time Offaly have turned over that ball in the last couple of minutes, we've got scores out of it, and produced a great save from a shot from Cormac Egan. I said it before the break, I was waiting for a few of these lads to explode. They've exploded now, and Offaly are gone 6 in front.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we touched on John Furlong again, saying about John Furlong. I don't know if he's available to do the cool camps, but I tell you, he's some man to tackle. He'd be a great lad to show lads how to.
Donoghue has that mark again. He's going to take it quick down towards Cullen. Offaly are starting to move again towards that ball. We're into the last 15 minutes. Lovely ball down towards Rory Egan. Egan needs to get up and give it to a man. Gives it towards Tynan. Tynan needs to slip it outside because of the men on. The coolest man in the pitch has it is Cathal Flynn. He's slipping a lovely ball in towards 2-on-2 now because Roscommon. Aaron Keelan has a man and he's outside if he can spot him. Rory Egan is gone and he's outside. Still Rory Egan. Well, can he cut back in? Back to his left. Here comes Cormac Egan. Can he get a score? It's blocked. Aaron looking for his 5th point of the play. Is the legs on it? Oh, it's going to land in. And Roscommon into the goalkeeper, who is Conor Carr. And away come Roscommon. They're not going to lie down. They were level with Down and they won by 6 points in the semi-final. There's a good tackle again from Offaly. The sub who has it for Roscommon, David Wynn. Long ball down. Here comes Furlong and Craig again. Craig will have nightmares tonight because he'll see John Furlong all night and all week, because he's everywhere he's going. Furlong has gone with him. 13 for Offaly, 7 for Roscommon. We're down to the last 13 and a half minutes left. Here comes Roscommon. Patrick Gavin going to go through. Is he fouled? He is the referee. Advantage been playing. Ben Carroll dive to the ground, but it's a free from where because he would have been a free out because Ben Carroll would have taken too many steps, but the referee will come back for the initial free, and we're down to a 5-point game very, very soon here in Croke Park. Roscommon are not going to give up, we can say that for certain, but Offaly are definitely going to go to the end like they did again Westmeath, Dublin and Cork. It's 13 for Offaly, it's 7 for Roscommon. The man Craig is going to get his 5th score of the game. He's on the edge of the D. He's going to put 5 points between them because he taps it over with his boot, and we're down to a 5-point game again as Roscommon empty the bench once more, and Roscommon are using all their benches. Offaly are trying to hold on to save before they bring on O'Neill.
Yeah, absolutely. Roscommon have run in a few players, and what's been so surprising that their central players have went off. Thomas Crane at centre half back, and James Fitzpatrick, who you mentioned earlier, was the Connacht under 20 player of the year. But John Furlong done such a great job on him earlier in stages, and now he's gone on to their other danger man, Derry Craig.
So here comes Keith O'Neill for Aaron Keelan, and Keelan, in fairness, he's scored. I meant it, he scored 4 points. A great contribution, Les Malay.
Yeah, fantastic contribution from Aaron. He will be a loss because young Keelan Neal is a very good player, but he's a different style of player. He might have more legs than Aaron, but Aaron's very strong and very confident going for scores.
Yeah, that's a great performance from Keelan. The ball out to the middle of the field. Who's going to win it? Roscommon men have it again, and this time it'll be a foul. And Edward Cullen is very lucky. He hasn't picked up a yellow card by now, but he's doing the sensible thing, probably stopping the ball down in there. There's 12 minutes left in the game. Roscommon have it again. Here's the corner forward again. The corner forward has a decision. The umpire has a decision, and it's over the bar. There's a great score from the Roscommon man, Adam McDermott, and Roscommon are back to a 4-point game.
Yeah, Adam McDermott, who was very, very dangerous in the first half. He's had a quiet second half up till now, but he's turned and twisted there and blasted that over with his left foot. We won't be looking to see him on much more ball, hopefully.
We're down to the last 11 minutes of this All-Ireland Under-20 final. There's 4 between them, 13 for Offaly, 9 for Roscommon. Paul O'Donoghue takes a great take. He's been outstanding for Offaly down there, as Las Malay said. He's a man beside him in Cathal Flynn. Lovely ball to Flynn. He'll give it back to Donoghue, I'd say. He does indeed. And Donoghue's go, man, and he's outside is Keith O'Neill. That's a great ball. Here's O'Neill coming on. He'll take his man for a run here. It's still Keith O'Neill. He's going through. He's made mincemeat of his man. The man on his outside of Jack Bryan. He's a shot, a chance of a goal. A shot. A goal for Offaly. Jack Bryan has pushed the ball to the back of the net. Keith O'Neill, Las Malay, you couldn't have timed this so much better.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. We were showing a different style of player than maybe Aaron. What a goal. What a movement by O'Neill. What patience. What a pass to Jack Bryan. What patience from Jack Bryan to step inside him and stick it in the net.
What a goal for Offaly as we see Shane Lowry going bananas under us here. And what an ambassador he is too. Offaly have moved on to 113. Jack Bryan has rifled that ball to the roof of the net. But Keith O'Neill, John Reynolds, I have to say, for a young man only after coming in, showed some coolness.
Yeah, the sensible thing. Nice. Again, that man, Cathal Flynn out in the half-forward line, developed the play in. Gavin into Keith O'Neill, kept his composure, gave love Jack Bryan. There was time he was going to fist it in net, but he turned and blasted instead.
We're on to the home straight. 10 minutes left in this here great All-Ireland Under-20 final. Offaly 1, 13, Roscommon 9 points. Roscommon on the attack once again. Long ball down in there, misread by Pearson, put into the hands though of Oisin Keenan Martin, one of the unsung heroes since he came out. How did he keep it in play? He didn't, and that'll be a line ball for Roscommon down under us, and Roscommon are emptying the bench once more, and number 20 coming on from Roscommon will be Joseph O'Malley from Roscommon Gales. But this game has turned, that we said we needed a goal, or whatever team would get a goal would be crucial, and that man won again. Jack Bryan, Leinster Under-20 Player of the Year during the week, and picked up his trophy last week. What performance in that green, white and gold jersey. He had a tough first half, but by God he's roared into it. But Keith O'Neill has to take some amount of credit for how cool he was just entering the field to play. And Amanda was only playing minor along with John Furlong, Tom Hyland and Cormac Egan only about 2 months ago in Mullingar. These men have really showed their colours here today as the Clonbalog man really showed coolness there. John Reynolds, 7 points between them. Do we need another score? What's your opinion?
Yeah, look, we hope we don't sit back. Anyways, as Lad says, all the way through they've kept the scoreboard taken even when they weren't playing well in the game. So hopefully, I don't like to see any team sitting back, and hopefully Offaly won't do it. It hasn't been their style up to now, so we hope they won't.
Dylan Gahan gone off the Roscommon game, unfortunately, in one of them little mini ambulances they have here in Croke Park, and the Roscommon sub is on, ball in towards Roscommon will need a score. This time it's flicked across, but I think Offaly are going to win it. And who has it? Only that man Furlong again. Martin Furlong must be one of the proudest men out here today. Martin Furlong, his grandson, has been unreal. He's home for this game, and it's like greyhounds or horses. It's in the bloodline, Las Malay.
Yeah, sure. There's great lines running through here with young Keela and Darren Pascal and Martin Furlan, and Mick Devine, of course, is an uncle to that great forward we have up front, young Cormac Egan, and then Niall Bryant. I used to keep calling Jack Niall, but they're very alike, and he was a great player at underage level for Offaly as well.
8 minutes left in the second half. Offaly 1-13, Roscommon 9 points, 7 points between them. Offaly playing a little bit dangerous back in their full back line. Here comes Rory Egan. Can he get that ball out? He gets a line ball, which is more important. Gone run for it is Edward Cullen. Can we see one or two more subs? I think one or two lads are a little bit tired out there, but it'll be interesting to see will Declan Kelly give it another couple of minutes just to freshen the legs out there. Rory Egan goes short down towards Cullen. Cullen does well to hold it, gives it back towards Rory Egan. We've a lot of space this side of the pitch if they can get it across. John Furlong, he'll give it towards, and then the play will be switched by Sean O'Toole out towards Pearson. Aaron Brazil needs to move away as Pearson goes by his man. Still Lee Pearson. This is the running we need from this man. He kind of cut back inside. Still Pearson turns and twists. Two Roscommon men come to it, and this time he's lost the ball. He just carried it into a tackle. He's getting on to his man. Out towards the Charlie Carty in towards Patrick Gavin. Good tackle there by Tynan. Gives it back towards Carty. Chance of a goal, but he blazes the ball high and over the bar. And Offaly were lucky there. Poor the play by Pearson. Gave away that ball. We were nearly punished.
Yeah, he was left with very little support there. Going down the narrow side and Offaly a bit of let off there. Roscommon got straight through and goal and blasted with his left foot straight over the bar. Another let off.
Roscommon making a substitution, and it looks like it's number 21. They must have their 5 used at this stage. Enda Crawley is coming onto the pitch. We'll tell you in a minute who's it for. It looks like it's for, is it hardly Dara Craig? They're hardly that silly to take him off, are they? No, it's the 15, who is Dara Hennigan. So we're down into the last 6 minutes of this All-Ireland final. There's 6 points between them, 1-13-10. Sean O'Toole goes long out to the middle of the field. Can Donoghue win it again? Oh, he's caught it again. What fantastic feeling by Donoghue. John Furlong has gone racing up, if you can see him. He's going to give it short out towards the far side towards Morgan Tynan. Tynan has a man inside in Keith O'Neill. Still Tynan going through the middle. He needs to slip it to Cormac Egan. Keith O'Neill is on his outside. Tygan needs to go back out. Shot by Tynan off his left, but it's gone to the left hand side and gone wide. Keith O'Neill, that was silly play.
Yeah, no, we needed a little bit of patience there. Brian, I see Keith Dial gone into the edge of the square, and it looks like Roscommon are going to be going row one, so it's very important we win kick out.
Yeah, but what that means, Las Malay, is Roscommon are going to lose their own kickouts, and they've lost that one. Here's Jack Bryan on his left this time. Shot by Jack Bryan. I think he's just pulled it to the right hand side and gone wide. And at the moment, John, Offaly have chances now to kill this game completely off.
Yeah, Jack just pulled that one to the right wide there off his left foot. Wonderful feeling there from Ed Cullen, a great ball into him.
So keeper Conor Carroll has it out towards this side of the field. Furlong races down. Will he hit his man his shoulder? It's out over the line ball for Offaly. And again Aaron Brazil just trying to waste time, but that'll be a line ball for Offaly down runners. We've 5 minutes left in this All-Ireland final. Can Offaly bridge this 33-year gap as Aaron Brazil will go and take it quick towards Cathal Flynn. Flynn smothers the ball lovely, still has possession. Still Flynn, kicks that ball to Brent, but it's just out over the line. Offaly look a little bit tired. You just wonder, could we bring on 1 or 2 fresh legs? There's 6 points between them. 5 minutes left. Long ball there by Craig, but straight into the hands. I think, Rory Egan fumbles it in towards the sub who's come on. Roscommon trying to get a chance in towards the corner forward. A chance going through. A shot and a goal for Roscommon. Rory Egan made an awful mistake, and that man Adam McDermott has rattled that ball to the back of the net.
Yeah, the danger man. They shoved on big number 21 onto the edge of the square. They've 2 big men on the edge of the square, and McDermott is deadly dangerous. Wait, we just need to settle down a little bit there now. That came from a sort of an unforced error here from young Flynn, who's having a great game, so we don't want to nail him on that. But Offaly just need to keep playing out now.
Yeah, Rory Egan was very unfortunate with that ball. He couldn't smother it, but this time the ball has got out towards John Furlong. Furlong switches quick towards Morgan Tynan. Tynan has picked that ball off the ground, and that'll be a free for Roscommon. Offaly just making basic mistakes now. They're getting a little bit nervous. There were 7 in front a minute ago. We're back to 3. 1-13 for Offaly, 1-10 for Roscommon. There's a long high ball, rule 1, down into that line. Dangerous ball, O'Toole has it. Roscommon have a chance. Shot, and it's blazed over the bar by that man who's come on, Jason Dory. And Offaly are actually making silly mistakes and letting Roscommon into it.
Yeah, Chip O'Toole, Sean O'Toole did very well that time. He fisted the ball clear, but luckily it dropped to the Roscommon number 18, Jason Dory. 2 points in it here now. We need a score.
The decibel levels have raised here in Croke Park. Roscommon are back to within 2 points of Offaly. Offaly need the next score as Sean O'Toole gets it out. This time the man is pulling him back, and that'll be a free for Offaly. And that man who was foul is Cathal Donoghue. He has to be an unbelievable performance for Offaly. Offaly need another score, Las Malay.
Yeah, we just need to get on a bit of ball. Now, one thing these boys have showed us, boys, every game we were at so far, they have a bit of balls and a bit of bottle, and they're going to need it now just to keep a bit of ball and get work their way up the field and get one more score.
Quick free taken by Carl Flynn down towards Keith O'Neill. Man, and he's outside his Cullen. He'll surely try to block it in, but it's blocked off the Roscommon man. And we're down to the last 2.5 minutes. Offaly are going to introduce Kieran Dolan. Unfortunately for him, for Aaron Brazil. So Kieran Dolan is on the Offaly team for Aaron Brazil. He'll probably go in full back on that big number 21 who went in there, Enda Crawley, and that will free up. So Offaly have a line ball on the 40-metre line, I would say. Hogan stand side here of Croke Park. There's 2 minutes left in the game. It's 1:13 for Offaly, 1:11 for Roscommon. Carl Flynn will be asked to take this free quickly. Gives it down towards Keith O'Neill. O'Neill does well to cut inside his man. Still Keith O'Neill. Good Keith O'Neill goes inside the Roscommon man, but he loses the ball. And Roscommon have won it back. Still Roscommon have this ball. Offaly will try and close them in. Jack Bryan gets a hand in, out towards the sub. Roscommon have probably emptied their bench. More Roscommon on the attack through the middle. The Offaly men try to go to him. Still the Roscommon man. He's fouled, says the referee. Free in for Roscommon. 50 metres out, 60 metres out from the goal. Offaly need to get back numbers and get in. We've about 1.5 minutes left of normal time, and it'll be eventually a yellow card for Edward Cullen. The patience has wore off of referee Sean Hurston. A yellow card for Cullen. We've 60 metres out for this free for Roscommon. Yeah, 2 points between them as it's 1:13 to 1:11. Minute left in this game. What additional time will be played? We just Offaly have given away a couple of balls in the last few minutes and put themselves. This ball is going to go in long from Craig. Slices off his boot. Can Rory Egan make up for the last one? Ball is in. Top down by Tom Hyland there with that man. 2 Offaly men come to hold their hands out. Good play by Offaly to keep it out. But Roscommon have it again. Hold up, fumble again, and Offaly have it. Carl Flynn again. He was going to go long. This time and his man, he's outside of Fionn Dempsey. Dempsey needs to find a man. 2 Roscommon men. He's a man beside him in Morgan Tyan. He gives it outside towards Jack Bryan. Bright is back in the half back line. Man, the far side of the pitch is Cormac Egan. Egan has a little bit lackadaisy. Has it again though. Good work by Egan. Man, and he's outside is Tynan. Going through. Keith O'Neill is on his outside. Tynan is surely foul. And it gives me a chance, Les Malay. I don't know about you. We're living on our nerves. We've done it in the Leinster final. We're doing it again.
Yeah, this is unbelievable stuff. But like one thing about these boys, there's no give up on them. There's no give up on them whatsoever. And Egan is really after coming into it in the last 15 minutes. But it's Tynan who was fouled for the free, and it's a big ask now, John. It's a long way to expect him to score it. Would he be better off with a fresh man taking it?
So Tynan has it 30 metres out. Offaly need this for probably, you would say, I wouldn't say the insurance score, but to put 3 points between them. The board has gone up. There's going to be 4 additional minutes, but this will kill at least 30 seconds. It's 1:13 for Offaly, 1:11 for Roscommon. Tynan is in 20 metres. We will probably know by the crowd. I think he has it, has he? He has indeed. Fantastic score by Tynan under pressure, John Rell.
Brilliant score, and a wonderful thing to do in a game of such intensity and such an important free, to step up for a young man and take that score. Fair play to him.
And the crowd roar again. Here's a 50-50 ball, but Roscommon have it. The midfielder is Keith Dyle. The Roscommon, I told you, weren't going to give up, and they're not going to give up. They're 3 behind. We're down to the last 3 minutes in the first of the second half. Long ball in there by Craig again. There's 3 Offaly men. There's a big man for Roscommon. Ball is tapped down. Who has it? Roscommon have it. Offaly need to stand strong, and that chip, Sean O'Toole has got his body over it, and he's done well, and he's smothered that ball out for a 45. But in the last few minutes, Roscommon have gone rude one into that big man. This one.
Yeah, well, sure, look at the half much of an option. The half back line was stripping them every time they tried to come through, stalling it, and it's deadly dangerous in there. Our lads are doing very well. Young O'Toole is after having a great game, but I'd like to see him sticking on the line. It's very dodgy, him coming from them high ones. If he slips at all, it's in the net.
So 45 for Roscommon. We've 2 minutes 50 seconds left. The referee is telling them to bring it back because it wasn't ready. He's booking Carl Flynn. I think it was for a late tackle that time. But Declan Kelly, will he make one more substitution? We're not sure. There's 2.5 minutes left of the additional 4. It's 1:14 for Offaly. It's 1:11 for Roscommon. 3 points between them, as everyone is up from Roscommon, but from a set play they can't be in the square. Sean Hurston will need to deal with this if he's in the square, and Craig is going to land this, or will he go for his point? He looks like he's going to go for his score, or will he lob it in? If he lobs it in, they can't be in the square. It's going to go over the bar, go wide. I think it's gone off the post and landed down, but it's a square ball, and we said that before with kick John Reynolds. It's different from set play, but from a free you can't be in that square.
No, yeah, you had that spot, Brian. And the referee spotted it as well, in fairness. Offaly look to be making another substitution here. Cormac Laney coming on. Look, we're into the last 2 minutes here now.
So Cormac Delaney getting ready to come in for the Offaly team. We're down to the last 2 minutes of this All-Ireland under 20 final. 3 points between them. Sean O'Toole goes quick towards John Furlong. Furlong gives it out towards Rory Egan. Rory Egan hasn't been pressured by the Roscommon man, but he does remarkably well to get away from man. Give it towards Furlong again. Furlong needs support. The man who's out there is Jack Bryant. Bryant has it, turns and twists inside. 2 Roscommon men come to him. Still Jack Bryant. Does he lose it? No, he has it in the second attempt. Out towards Kieran Dolan. Dolan has it. Down there, Offaly been told to keep the ball. Man the far side of the pitch all alone, if he can see him. But Lee Pearson does well. Tries to break away from the ball. And Offaly still have it. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Pearson go past it towards Tynan. Tynan turns and twists. Is he fouled? Knows it, the referee. Still Tynan. Oh, he has it. How did he get it? Here comes Tynan. Egan has it and he's inside. Can Egan try and get 4 between them? He's been fouled. Tynan's inside. Chance for a goal. Will he give it back? They need to board over the bar. Been turned and twist. 3 Offaly men would have given it away. And that's tired. I know Roscommon have it. We've down to the last 40 seconds. Roscommon have it. Offaly trying to pin them back in. Has this. Stops. Offaly have it. Long ball away Roscommon. Trade into the hands though. Can Offaly win it? They have it with Oisin and Keenan Martin. This is hard stopping stuff. How are we going to stick this last 30 seconds? There's 3 between them. Here comes Dolan. The man who came back from a car crash and his vertebrae, he was in for 12 weeks. He's won that ball out to Pearson. Here comes Rory Egan. The Edenary men are combining and he's outside. Still goal Jack Brown. Who fall your rings? How did Rory Egan pass the ball to himself? Oh, he's been pushed out over the line. Is it a line ball? He's not giving us a free, John.
No, he shoved Rory Egan over the line there. Look, referee has been fair to us all day, so we're not going to start criticising him now. Nervous moments here.
I've never heard as many whistles in my life. It's like the sheepdog trail from the Offaly supporters. Sean Orson, it's all over. It's all over. And Offaly are All-Ireland under 20 champions for 2021. Let's play some down.
What a finish! What a wonderful finish for a wonderful team who played a wonderful championship the whole way through. What worthy champions they are. The whole place gone mad, and look at this man Shane Lowry up on the big screen. Oh, what an influence he must have had on every young lad at Offaly when he said, I'll put money into the underage structure and we'll rise again. And thank God today we have.
John Reynolds, how Offaly are under 20 champions.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I have tears in my eyes here.
Is it by Canish? Offaly, Chuntosig Ohasach, Sean O'Toole agus tá na Dora le Fern Shamrogan son. Ard Irecht Michael Dignan na Mohair Bark. Ard Irecht the Ledna Oga Roscommon. Agus Ashter Ashlingach Offaly Takahe go count Skribe I Barca Krokig. Bara Crohe a Buntamach agus Paras de Pelle agus Beg Kelleora Ontach an ochta co Tamsherall to Sinead Bryant the Brewwater ach a wochel kega Kimadach Cuine agus the Bew and Farsa Kimad Cuine the Forsha and Cool Kenionach ach drama Shiramach go Jerin the Crevisha agus Ta an Kelleora a Tostone Sean O'Toole stoch will have get a version to Tlua Cormac Egan Carl Flynn Ta Gashki Goga nochte again Gomorta so doing him Lena a Kiefer Orne Shincher Nagunte Exola be Sheralta son a her Derry here shit so and crew of El Paras the Pele Bentamachaka agus Neta Heinera ach Gref Tiltica Tá sé críoch na Barca Crócaigh Offaly na Currathe, hé na Cardiaga Cosúd, hé na Hainiag, na Ger Roscommon. Well, has toch ook een oile haringt in de jouwig sin fat. 8-3 óhasach Jack Bryant het son agus Offaly an hit score sa tarnanium to Morgan Tynan churson na mohoreat Faden Gara on fire har Cormac Egan for she shoot paint gone up the auction chun rách an charatere vi Roscommon maula tas no her dead here Dara Craig sit down on it vi der ráfeint chun dead gege point sin Hailchen na Metini Jack Bryant near Hailchen fell short the Harish Drastonige agus an coolan san sa tarna le hí na deisnar chúlaigh Roscommon sa chéad le an ceantan ar deire hir nadthaige Adam McDermott bhí do chun deireg le trí feinte agus idir an dé deireg a díra géad a bhólaisteach gan íon bhearmór isteig ach Morgan Tynan ar deire hir an táilis an scór darnach scórach á cool plan I dirna fórne agus Jack Bryant le héna dó Tynan le chéad a feinte is Idí Varley curtha ile éireann.
Welcome and Sean le Cathal Donahue. Cathal, you are the late in the Hemmerha Air Grade Under-20 final. How does it feel to be a champion?
I can't hear.
How does it feel to be a champion? You're the All-Ireland winners. How are you feeling this moment?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I can't believe we're All-Ireland champions. At the start of the year we set up one goal and it was to get to the Leinster final and we achieved that and we can't believe we drove it on. We kept our feet on the ground and we drove it on all the way to All-Ireland.
From the first minute, Cathal, it was intense out there, but how did the semi-final win bring you along to the pace for today?
Pace of today was nearly faster, I reckon. Roscommon brought great intensity. It gave us so much pressure on the ball. It was tough to get scores out there, but we changed up and we just managed to pop off a few points.
In the second half, Cathal, you got 4 scores in a row. One of those was yours, but the Roscommon subs coming on brought intensity to it again.
Yeah.
How hard was it fighting back?
Same as our subs. The Roscommon subs came on and they started firing away points for our subs. Keith O'Neill came on, got a score, brought great intensity straight away. And it's not a team of 15, it's the 24 that win you the game.
Did you feel the goal was the turning point of it? Was that when you started to believe you really had it?
Absolutely. The goal is something we've been working on. We've been trying to become more clinical with them. And we got our chances there today, we took them. It definitely drove us on. It changed the game in our favour.
Cathal, this is the first time since 1988 that the trophy is going back and all of you champions. How does that feel for you and Offaly?
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable for bringing silverware back to Offaly and the pride we brought them is class.
Well, Cogortigus Cathal is too late in Hemmerha. Can you relax?
Go Raga.
Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the two teams, please give Sean Herson and his team a round of applause as well for their contribution to the day's activities. Our gratitude is extended to our partners, AirGrid, who sponsor our tournament. And while I'm not able to present the cup to Kieran, I can ask him to accept the cup on behalf of the victorious Offaly team, Cogorticus.
An gúna úsle, tá an ás agus an bordóm, a chura a ghlacha dú fáile. On behalf of the Offaly Under-20 team and panel, I am delighted and proud to accept this cup here today. Firstly, to Roscommon, you gave us a great battle. We played you in a challenge match at the start of the year. You should be proud of what you've done this year. I'd like to thank the referee and the officials for overseeing the game here today. To our own county board, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all for ensuring the team was well looked after. To Christy Todd and his crew of Faithful Fields for providing us with top-class facilities in Kilcormac, and to our supporters, the thousands of you that came up here today. To our complete backroom team, Joe and Aisling, the physios, Conlon Rees, the S&C lads, Alan Mulhall, our goalkeeper coach, Paul Corrigan, our kitman, Sod Daly and Elaine Kelly, our secretaries. Our selectors, Freddie Grennan, David Connolly, and the big hard man, Joe Rafferty. And most importantly, the main man, Declan Kelly. And one more thing, the players. You put in super work all year and you deserve this, lads.